adventure is always waiting. This storytelling is for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook and YouTube channels, and welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go. Here on Von Radio, every Saturday morning, we are here with you. We bring you activities, events, opportunities, anything that we can to empower and further develop our students and our young people across the island of Nevis, and of course to all of our listeners right here at home or even abroad. And this Saturday is no different. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education, alongside my co-host
DeAndre Daniel.
And DeAndre, it has been a long and active week for all of us. I think even directly across the entire school system, it's been an active week. It just seems like we keep going and going and going. And all of us have to, whether or not we want to, become Energizer bunnies, don't we? And so this past week, we had sports meets on Nevis for several schools. So every single day this week, we had a different sports meet. And I want to commend all of the teachers, the coaches, everyone who is instrumental in ensuring that the meets were successful. More specifically, the athletes who actually went out there and participated and competed. And so we want to commend all of you for a job well done. And so this past week, we would have seen Vernon Lou Preschool on Monday. We had St. James Primary on Tuesday, St. Thomas's on Wednesday, and on Thursday, we had Joycelyn Liebert Primary, and then on Friday, we had Maud Cross Prep, and we also had Gingerland Preschool. So it was an active week as it relates to activities and, of course, the various sports meets that we participated in. This coming week, I think we are winding down. We're not wrapping up, we're winding down. And so we will see sports meets continuing this week. But once again, I just want to say congratulations. It seems like for most of the meets throughout the season, Greenhouse has been dominating for most of the meets across the schools. And so, or at least this past week. And so commendations to all of the winners, the Victrix Ladora, the Victor Ladora, the class champions, for all of the schools. We want to commend you on the hard work and, of course, the continued effort. And as we continue to balance academics and athletics, we want to encourage you to try your best to learn, the proper time management to do so. This coming week, actually starting tomorrow, which is the first day of the week, we have our next sports meet. We have the Charlestown Secondary School tomorrow at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. And then we go to V&J's Preschool at the Flats on Tuesday, March 10th. Then Naomi's Preschool at St. Thomas's Playing Field on Wednesday, March 11th. And Nevis Academy, remember that their meet was rescheduled. It was supposed to be last Thursday. It is actually this coming Thursday, the 12th of March, at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. So that's a change in the calendar, that Nevis Academy has not had their meet. And so if you had the previous calendar, you would have noticed that their meet was scheduled for March 5th. That meet was rescheduled, and it will be held on March 12th. After that, we go to Montessori. Montessori will have their meet on the 13th of March. And, Columbia Pre will also have their meet on the 12th of March, and they will be at the VOJN Playfield. And then Montessori, 13th of March. And then on next weekend, next Saturday and Sunday, we will see the Nevis High School Championship sponsored by the Bank of Nevis. And so the Bank of Nevis High School Championship will take place next weekend, and we will see the high schools here in Nevis competing in several track and field events. And we look forward to all of you joining the meet. I'll speak a little bit more about it in a few minutes. And then on the 18th, Charlestown Preschool will have their meet at the ETW Park. And on the 20th, Ines France Preschool will have their meet, and their meet will be at the St. Thomas's Primary School. So we have many activities, as I said, happening, and we want to encourage you to go on out and to support all of the students in the various activities, sporting activities. Those who already finished their actual school sports students, remember you still have to complete your academic activities. So I know some of you have gone back into your regular programming. But the Bank of Nevis High School Championship, as I said, will take place next weekend. We will have the pep rally and cheerleading competition on Friday, and then on Saturday we will see activities starting at the Nevis Athletics Stadium. We will see the NISS Vikings, the CSS Lions, and the GSS Panthers. The activities start at 1 p.m. daily. Adults, $20, and children, $10, and that's per day. So please note that each day, $20 for adults and $10 for children. And that's the Nevis High School Championship 2020, sponsored by the Bank of Nevis. Also coming up this week, we have a variety of activities, and so in order to build enthusiasm around the Bank of Nevis High School Championship, we will see the pep rally for Gingerland Secondary taking place at the school on Monday. Gingerland Secondary's color is purple. And then on Tuesday, we will see the pep rally for Nevis International Secondary School, and their color is blue. And then on Wednesday, we'll have Water Wednesday. We never forget Water Wednesday, no matter what's going on. We'll have Water Wednesday, and we'll also have the pep rally for CSS taking place on Wednesday, the Bank of Nevis High School Championship pep rally. We will see on Thursday, we already noted that there are two sports meets, and then with VOJN Primary School, we'll have their math quiz for infants to grade 3. And on Friday, we'll have the pep rally for the Bank of Nevis High School Championship, not pep rally, sorry, the cheerleading competition and opening ceremony and parade through Charlestown, and that will start at 2:30 p.m. downtown Charlestown. So it's going to be an active week, and students, remember, in the middle of all of this, that we are making sure that we complete all the activities that we need to academically as well as athletically. Also, we know that there is much talk about the COVID-19. It's not just talk, it's very important information being shared. And so after we take a break, when we come back, we'll talk a bit about the COVID-19. And so we look forward to sharing some of that information with you.
Sugar City St. Kitts, keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's youth on the go. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling is for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughan Radio's Facebook and YouTube channels, and welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Vaughan Radio. Every Saturday morning we are here with you. This Saturday is no different, and we have so much information to share this morning, and so we want to welcome you to another edition of Youth on the Go. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education alongside my co-host.
DeAndre Daniel.
And DeAndre, we have heard much about the COVID-19, the coronavirus 2019. That's when it started. And so we just wanted to share a bit with you in terms of that. Many persons are wondering, how prepared are we and what would happen if it gets here, and, how would we approach it? And so the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs will be having a series, some symposiums in this upcoming week, and it is captioned, What You Need to Know. Hear from our technical team and partners in relation to the Global Situation Report, our preparedness, national response, infection control and preparations, prevention, and then there'll be a Q&A question and answer section. This will take place at NEPAC on the 11th of March 2020. They'll have a 9:15 session, a 1:15 session, and then there'll be a 4:15 session. And it's open to the general public. Please, maybe you can do the 1:15, take lunch around that time, or right after work, you can do the 4:15 session. It's important for us to know about our response to the COVID-19, more widely known as the coronavirus. But one of the things that we know that we have been encouraged to do, the Health Promotion Unit has been doing a widespread educational campaign, and we've all been encouraged to exercise good hygiene habits and to ensure that we wash our hands a lot. DeAndre, has anybody spoken at your school about the COVID-19 and increasing awareness on that?
A doctor came to our school on Friday. I forgot his name, but a doctor came to our school on Friday and was explaining, what could we do if it came to the island, what could we do to, not make the children get it. And he was telling us where it is because some of the children in the school was panicking a little bit. So he was saying that it's not yet in St. Kitts, and I was like, yet? And then, so he was like, it's in the other countries, but it's not in the Caribbean. It's not in St. Kitts yet. And then he said that they had a meeting about what could they do. So if it gets here, what would those high class people do to make it not spread and go to everyone.
Mm-hmm. And what did he go through what you could do as students to make sure, even if it gets here, what should you do to make sure that you keep it as far as possible away from you?
He said if it gets here and you don't want it, he said that you should keep your hands clean, wash them, or use hand sanitizer, drink a lot of water, get enough sleep, exercise, and do all those stuff. And then he said when you drink water, you either could drink it room temperature or hot, because when you drink it room temperature or hot, it kills the germs inside your body.
Okay. All right. So, and those are all good pieces of advice. Some people, I know that hand sanitizer is out of stock almost everywhere in the world.
Yes.
I even when we couldn't find any here, I called my cousin to try to get some in Miami. That wasn't working out too well. Went on Amazon. You can't find some Clorox wipes on Amazon. They don't have any on Amazon. And so it seems like, of course, everybody's now aware that that's what will kill the virus on surfaces. And so they have purchased all of it.
Yeah, because my friends, like, not all of them, but some of them brought, like, 2 bottles of hand sanitizer. One, you know, you have those pockets where
Yes.
you put your bottle, yeah, so they
Yes.
would have them in there. And then my other friend brought those Clorox wipes things. So every time he goes to a different class, he would wipe down the table and wipe down the chair. And then he'd be like, DeAndre, give me some hand sanitizer. I'll be like, yeah, I need some of the wipes too.
Yeah.
So we'll be trading everything.
Yes, you're cleaning. And you know what? This should be our everyday practice, though, because there are so many different, outside of the COVID-19, there are so many different viruses that spread and are rampant, especially in closed spaces like your classrooms. And so these are things that we should practice doing all the time. Washing your hands is also really, really helpful because there is a procedure. Apparently, you should wash your hands for no less than 20 seconds. Going through the full process, and the Health Promotion Unit would have done widespread campaign in previous years, and they're going to continue this week on the Schools on Nevis. And so we will have the students, just like you, would have had the exposure to how can you go about minimizing your exposure. It's not here. We up until today, we have not heard about any confirmed cases. We have heard about some persons who were
In quarantine,
quarantined, who were quarantined because
They have the symptoms.
either that they had the symptoms or they're coming from a region that there has been exposure confirmed cases. And I learned this week that there's a difference between, I don't know if you knew this, DeAndre. There's a difference between quarantine and isolation. So quarantine means that you're not confirmed. You don't have any. There's no confirmation that you have the symptoms, but the virus. But it might be a case of you have symptoms that seem to align with the virus, or it might be a case that you, like we said, came from a region that was affected. So they wanted to monitor you. And isolation means that you actually have the confirmation that you have the virus. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there's a difference. Every time I heard that somebody's in quarantine, I just thought, okay, it's here. Okay?
Me too,
You too,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So that is just a bit of information for all of you, our listeners. The children, parents, we all have to be vigilant. Small things and the things that we learned, even from the doctor, DeAndre, they weren't things that are new. They're things that we've been told umpteen times. We just had a widespread flu in January where many students, many people got really sick from that flu. And every year around that time there's a flu. And don't sneeze into the palm of your hands. Don't cough into your palm of your hands. Try not to shake people's hands because you don't know if they sneezed or coughed into the palm of their hands. Try not to run your hands against surfaces like tables or even balconies. When you're going down steps, be careful about, if you don't have to hold on, don't hold on, basically. And so those are small things that we should do all the time. We don't want widespread panic, but we want people to be vigilant and to pay attention.
And he was also saying that if we started like looking after those things, like keep washing our hands, and like everyone started doing it, he said that there's a possibility that the coronavirus would start decreasing a little bit.
But because it can't get to spread.
Yeah.
Because we're doing the things to stop it from spreading. And the same thing for any flu or virus. We just have to do those small things. And I know some people, we've seen lots of funny pictures with people having water bottles on their heads.
Yeah, I
and,
saw those.
Memes galore, social media taking over. I don't think we have to walk around in huge garbage bags. That's an extreme response, but we do have to make sure that we are being cautious. I don't even know. I haven't checked. We might even be out of masks, because I know people also, along with the hand sanitizer and the gloves, the hand sanitizer and all of those things that people went into mass purchasing. They also did the same for masks and gloves. But what masks and gloves do basically are along the same lines as washing your hands and hand sanitizer. It protects your hands from getting on the virus or any of those germs that can affect you in relation to the COVID-19. And because if you have those gloves on and you put your hand in your face, you're still transmitting the virus. So you still have to be cautious. The mask keeps you from having to inhale anybody's direct sprays, you know, when they cough or sneeze, and of course for you to transmit as well. But at the end of the day, keep your hands out of your face. Don't, and it's you know, your eyes start to itch. And what's the automatic response?
Scratch it.
You start rubbing your eyes. There's something in, and you even pick your nose. All those things seem very basic, but if your hands are contaminated, then of course you'll spread it to other parts of and get into your system, and then from one person to the next, and that's how it spreads. Just good hygiene as much as possible. You know, we don't expect us to stop breathing, so we will breathe in various particles, but we want to make sure that we are being wise. Like you said, DeAndre, clean up your surfaces. You might not have Clorox water. I don't know if we still have bleach. I don't know if Clorox is still out there. I haven't checked on that one either. But even at home, you know, clean your surfaces, and encouraging just a small portion. Don't pour the whole bottle of bleach into water. That is just going to waste the bleach. You just need, you know, a little over a cupful or so, just to make sure that you clean the surface as well. The students are cleaning their classrooms in the afternoon for the schools where they have their sweeping list. You make sure, teachers, that they have a little bit of that. Lysol spray. I know we got some Lysol spray and alcohol too. The hand sanitizers have to be 60% alcohol. I know we have those really cool, nice smelling hand sanitizers, but if they're not 60% alcohol, they don't do anything to the virus, right? So it's not about the nice smelling ones. The alcohol-based ones that have 60% alcohol, rubbing alcohol, they are the ones that will actually make a difference. You know, they're not the best smelling, but they are the ones that make the difference. I'm pretty sure we're near to being out of Lysol spray as well. I think we were looking for some this week, and we couldn't get any. But we understand. I think that the companies are probably in full-time manufacturing mode, so they'll be replenished shortly. But just hang tight. It might take a little while for it to get to us. But as I said, and as we've said, DeAndre, we still have soap, and we still have water, and room temperature water, warm water. Drinking warm water also helps your body to fight it as well. Keep hydrated. I mean, these are basic things that we're supposed to be doing every day. We should not be consuming solely sugar-sweetened beverages, but keeping hydrated, having your bottle of water, and take it to school and drink. If you have to cough, what did they say? What's the coughing protocol? DeAndre, do you cough? What are you supposed
You
to
don't cough in your hand, but you cough in your, like...
Yes, the
this
of your
area.
elbow right here, right? And that means when you do that, when you reach out to touch a surface, it doesn't transmit the particles, right? When you reach out to yesterday, you know how many times, because I'm so used to shaking people's hands, yesterday I would have shaken so many hands, and then when I was done, I was like, oh my gosh. And I remember the day before, I met a lady, and she was a nurse, and she was introduced, and I reached out and shook her hand, and she was hesitant, but she shook my hand. And then afterwards I thought, oh my goodness, I just made the nurse breach her protocol. And so, but it's a natural response. So even for us, as we meet new people and we're introduced to people, we have to make sure that we remember, you just a nice nod, a smile, and nice to meet you. Not that we are scorning anybody, but you have to make sure that you're protecting all of us, because if each of us takes the right steps, we'll realize that we're protecting each other. So if DeAndre wipes down his desks and uses hand sanitizer, and he keeps proper hygiene and hydrated, he helps everybody who is around him, and it's like one big ripple effect.
So yeah, because you know that thing that's going on the social media when you're using your foot, and
Yeah.
we're doing that at school now.
Well, you know, I don't have such coordination, you know. I'm going to fall over if I try that.
Oh, we're
And
doing
that's the
that at
truth.
school, so we're not shaking any hands. If we see someone, we do that now.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll forget about it, or we'll shake each other's hand, and like 5 seconds after, we'll be like,
Hand sanitizer.
yeah, then we'll remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for all of our students, all of our listeners, we just want you to remain aware and alert. With viruses, it's always just a matter of time for them to make their way to any border, because people travel every day, right? And so we have to make sure that we're vigilant. Okay?
And then there's a teacher in my school who's like a germophobic teacher,
Uh-huh.
and then she brought this bottle to school, and then every minute she just gets up and starts spraying it. Like someone would cough or sneeze, and she just gets up and starts spraying it. So I'm like, what is in that bottle? And she said she has alcohol in that bottle, spraying it in the air.
Oh, rubbing
So when the
off the bottle.
germs are but when the germs are shooting off, she just and it stops them.
with that.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
that's nice. Yeah.
Uh, all right, so I think that she's making sure that you're protected as well. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back.
When VON vibrates, the whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. An hour passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. This storytelling is for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook and YouTube channels, and welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Every Saturday morning, we come to you, bring you activities, opportunities, events, anything that we know will make you elevate our students and our young people, and of course further develop them. And this Saturday is no different. I am Zanella Claxton alongside my co-host.
DeAndre Daniel.
And DeAndre, this morning, we would have given quite a few announcements, and we know that many of our listeners look forward to our quizzes. So we didn't get to have a quiz last week. We had some of our outstanding young people who were awarded in two very important areas, and so they were present last week. So we didn't get to have any quiz questions, and some students I know would have said that they missed that, and so we're going to continue this week with our quiz questions. The numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. When you call, you should be able to give your answer in a complete sentence. You have to make sure that you're polite and respectful during the call, and once you have won a prize, after you have won, we would like for you to allow somebody else to call in. So you can only call in once, or once you've won, you can't call again for this week, but you can still continue working on the problems at home. You should be able to tell us how you got the answer. That would help the other persons who are listening as well. Okay, so our first question. A model of a Boeing 747 plane is 5 feet long. The plane is 50 times longer. How long is the actual plane? A model of the Boeing 747 plane is 5 feet long. The real plane is 50 times longer. How long is the actual plane? Numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. Let me read it one more time while those persons at home are working on it. A model of the Boeing 747 is 5 feet long. The plane is 50 times longer. How long is the actual plane? Andrew's working it out in his head. 469-1616, 469-1700. Then are the numbers to call. And, of course, just a few reminders. The persons who call in, you should be able to give the answer in a complete sentence. You should make sure that you're being polite and respectful during the call. That once you've won a prize, we would want you to wait until next round to call in again to allow for other persons to get the opportunity. A model of a Boeing 747 plane is 5 feet long. The real plane is 50 times longer. How long is the actual plane? All right, we have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay. Do you have the answer for us?
Yes,
Okay, what is the answer?
the plane is 250 feet long.
Good. And what's your name?
Tejana David.
Tejana David. The plane is 250 feet long. Tell us how you got that.
Since it was 5 feet and the plane was 50 feet longer, I multiplied 50 by 5.
Okay. All right. And that is perfectly correct, Tejana. Congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So because the model was 5 feet long, and you had the actual plane was 50 times the length of that, it was pretty straightforward. You had to just multiply 50 times 5, or 5 times 50, and you would have gotten the correct answer. Congratulations, Tejana, on that one. Number 2, a box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? The numbers to call, 469-1616, 469-1700. A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 60 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? And we know 6 eggs is equivalent to something, and we could probably talk about that a bit as well. But a box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? And of course, in the upcoming weeks, while I'm waiting for the callers to call in, this week and next week we'll continue to give out prizes, and then from the following week we'll start to give out interprimary passes. And so, like last year we did a drive for that, we'll do the same to of course boost our interest and as part of our promotional activities. So students, make sure that you're locking in, that you're tuning in. Parents, let them get the opportunity to call. We are here to help, and to help our students to succeed and to support them. Okay? The question on the table, though, a box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? 469-1616, 469-1700. And I know this one is not too difficult. I think it's a pretty manageable question, and so we should be able to get this one. Work through it quickly, and we should be able to get through it. A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? DeAndre, is this one a difficult one? No. I'm not sure what's happening to our listeners. Did everybody fall asleep today? 469-1616, 469-1700. A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? And we're focused on a very important step. I know that some of our students struggle with this, but I think that it's still a very easy question. A box of eggs holds 6 eggs. If I had 40 full boxes, how many eggs would I have? 469-1616, 469-1700. Okay, we have a call on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Five.
Okay, wonderful. Do you have the answer for us?
Yes.
Okay, what is the answer?
240.
Okay, so you're going to try to give me the answer in a full sentence, okay?
The answer is 240.
Good. 240 eggs. And what is your name?
Denicia Hill.
Denicia Hill. Denicia, how old are you? How old are you?
Years old.
You're how old?
8 years.
8 years old. And what school do you attend?
St. Thomas Primary.
Good, good. And so how did you get 240 eggs, Denicia?
Multiply 40 by 6.
Ooh, good job. And do you know, I want to know if you know, 6 is okay, how many eggs are in how many eggs make a dozen eggs?
12.
12. So 6 is the same as what? Another way to say 6 eggs is to say, I'm putting you on the spot. Yeah, another way to say 6 eggs is to say what?
12 dozen.
Oh, not 12 dozen, a half dozen, right? A half of a dozen, because 6 is a half of 12, okay? So I was only trying to see if, and to put you on the spot there, Denicia. Congratulations on a job well done, okay? And we look forward to seeing you here at the studio before 12 o'clock. If you cannot make it back before 12 o'clock, please let us know. Sorry, 10 o'clock. Why am I saying 12? Thank you, DeAndre. If you cannot make it back before 10 o'clock, please let us know, and then we can make other arrangements for you to collect your prize. Okay, Denicia?
Okay.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. The next one, we are going to take a short break because I don't want to read the next question, and then we have to break and come back. So we'll take a short break, and then we'll move on to the next question.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now it passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's youth on the go. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, gather round, an adventure is always waiting. This storytelling is for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook and YouTube channels, and welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. I am Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education alongside my co-host, and DeAndre. We are in...
DeAndre Daniel.
Okay, DeAndre is on delayed mode. DeAndre, we were asking questions of our listeners before the break, and so we're going to continue with our very short quiz this morning to get our listeners. Remember, we're trying to keep you up to speed. We don't want you to go into total sports mode, that you forget and that your brain slows down. While your feet are going fast, we want your brain to go equally as fast. And so we're going to move on to the next question. A pack of 8 pens costs $10. I bought 20 packs. How many pens did I buy altogether? A pack of pens costs $10. I bought 20 packs. How many pens did I buy altogether? A pack of 8 pens costs $10. I bought 20 packs. How many pens did I buy all together? DeAndre, how long do you think it's going to take our callers to get this one?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Is it that difficult?
No.
No? Okay. You're just giving them time?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you grab your pencils and your papers. I think that you can... DeAndre thinks it's going to take 5 minutes. I think it's going to take a lot less than that. Okay, so I'm correct. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you have the answer for us?
Yes.
Okay, what is the answer?
160.
Okay, so you have to give me the answer in a complete sentence.
160 pens.
Okay, a complete sentence. So you would have to tell me, I have 160 pens altogether, or something like that. Or there are 160 pens altogether. Go ahead.
I have 160 pens together.
Okay, what is your name?
Tajana David.
Tejane David. Okay, Tejane. Congratulations. How did you get your answer?
8 times 20.
8 times 20, and that gave you 160. Congratulations. Job well done.
Okay.
Okay. See, that was fast, DeAndre. So I think we're on a roll now, so let's bring the next one in. How many days are in 40 weeks? How many days are in 40 weeks? I won't give any clues. I won't give any hints. I'll just let you know the numbers to call, 469-1616, 469-1700. This one might make you stop to think for a second, but it's pretty fast, pretty easy. I'm going to say we can get the answer. DeAndre's over here working, so when he's done, he'll tell me how long he thinks the next person can take to get it. I think we can get it really fast. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you have the answer for us?
Yes.
Okay, what is the answer?
280.
Okay, we want the answers in a complete sentence. So can you give me the answer in a complete sentence?
You multiply 40 times 7 and it gives you 280.
Yes, dear. Yes. So can you tell me that there are blank days in 40 weeks? And then you have to fill in the answer. There are. Go ahead.
There are 280 days in 40 weeks.
Thank you so much. How many days are in 1 week?
7 days.
Good. And so every student out there had to know that part in order to be able to multiply by 40. And what's your name?
Zachariah.
Zachariah Wilkinson?
No.
Zakaria Pemberton, sorry?
Yes.
Sorry, Zakaria. Zakaria Pemberton. Okay. And Zakaria, can you get here by 10 o'clock? Can somebody get here by 10 o'clock to collect?
No.
Not to, okay, okay. We'll work something out for you to get your prize then, okay? Thank you very much. Okay. So, DeAndre, we didn't get to even discuss because they got that one. So, the next one, a paper clip is made from 10 centimeters of wire. How many paper clips could be made from 2 meters of wire? Listen carefully. A paper clip is made from 10 centimeters of wire. How many paper clips could be made from 2 meters of wire? Numbers to call, 469-1616, 469-1700. And of course, our students should know their units of measurement, so I'm going to go through it again. A paper clip is made from 10 centimeters of wire. How many paper clips could be made from 2 meters of wire? Okay, so we're taking some pauses, and I know I have confidence in our children. I have confidence in their abilities. Like just like DeAndre looked up just now, he's going through. Melissa is here; she's going, and I know at home you're going through as well. And so the numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. A paper clip is made from 10 centimeters of wire. How many paper clips could be made from 2 meters of wire? And we have to make sure that somebody gets this answer today because we want to discuss it a bit. But callers, 469-1616, 469-1700. Melissa has the accomplished look on her face, but we need somebody out there to prove to her whether she has the answer correct or not. And I know that we have our listeners out there who know the answer and how exactly we go about working out this problem. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Okay. Do you have the answer for the question?
Yes.
Okay. What is the answer?
The answer is 20.
20. 20
Yes.
what?
20 centimeters.
20 paper clips. Right? So you're going to have to tell us how you got the answer. It's correct. How did you get the answer?
Because 2 meters equals to 2 meters equals to 200 centimeters.
Good.
So 10 divided by 200.
200 divided by 10.
Hold on. 200 divided by 10 equals to 20.
20. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good job. And what is your name?
Demani Martin.
Tell me that first name again, please.
DEMANI MARTIN.
Demani Martin. Demani, how old are you?
12.
You're 12. And which school do you attend?
Washington Archibald.
Washington Archibald. Are you in Nevis today, Demani?
Who?
Are you, excuse me? Are you in, you say pardon or excuse me, okay? Are you in Nevis today?
No.
Oh, no. So we are going to have to find a way to get your prize to you. So I'm going to put you on hold for a second, Demani. Don't hang up. I'm going to let you go over to Melissa, and she will take your parent or guardian's contact information so we can reach you, okay? And very, very good job, Demani.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. And so that, of course, was our last question for our quiz this morning, and we had We heard from Tejana, we heard from Denicia, we heard from Tejane, we heard from Zakaria, and we heard from Dimani. All of them coming together to give their contribution, and they've worked really hard to get their problems worked out this morning, and we want to say congratulations to all of them for a job very, 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 very well done. And just keep working hard and keep doing your best, and you will see the results of your hard work. Before we wrap up, the address is very important for us to go over the activities for this week, especially the meets that are coming up, so that all of our listeners can hear. This week, tomorrow, we start with the first activity at 2 p.m. The Charlestown Secondary School will have their sports meet at the Nevis Athletic Stadium. On Monday, we have the Bank of Nevis High School Championship Pep Rally at Gingerland Secondary School. On Tuesday at 10 a.m., we have the NISS Pep Rally for the Bank of Nevis High School Championship, and we have VNJ's preschool. They will have their sports in the afternoon at the Flats, starting at 12 noon. On Wednesday, it will be Water Wednesday, and of course, with all of the other the virus in the air, we want to make sure, and everywhere, and the talk and preparation for the COVID-19, we wanted to encourage water every day. But Wednesday is Water Wednesday, and then the CSS will have their turn to have their pep rally at 9 a.m. The Naomi's preschool will have their sports day at the St. Thomas's Primary School field at 12 noon on Wednesday as well. On Thursday, we will have Nevis Academy will have their sports meet at the Nevis Athletic Stadium at 12 noon. And Kamime Preschool will have their meet at the VOJN Playfield at 12:30 p.m. The VOJN Primary School will have their math quiz for infants to grade 3. On the 13th of March, Friday the 13th of March, we will have the opening ceremony and parade for the Bank of Nevis High School Championship, and that starts at 12:30 p.m. downtown, and they will also have the cheerleading competition as well. And so we have a very active week this week, and we know that there are many things that will be happening, and we want to encourage all of you to listen, to listen out and to support the activities happening across the schools, across the island, so that our students can feel our presence. And I almost forgot, but the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs will also have the COVID-19 symposium, what you need to know in relation to the coronavirus. And that will take place on the 11th, Wednesday the 11th of March at NEPAC, and there are 3 sessions, 9:15 a.m., 1:15 p.m. and 4:15 p.m. And so we encourage you to support those activities. And so at the end of each show, as we wish everybody a happy week and best wishes for the week, DeAndre, in honor of Lee Paris Cambridge, we will end the show with her whoop whoop at the end of the show. So we together will end. So all of you, we wish you a wonderful and pleasant week. And of course, we will be with you next week for another edition of Youth on the Go. Whoop, whoop.
With all the power from the top.